Both Britain and America are beginning to think once again about launching attacks against the Assad regime. The horrors of Aleppo and the constant bombardment by Russian and the Syrian regime against the city are bringing things to a head. There is a key meeting between the UK, the USA, France and Germany this weekend at which the Western powers hope to form a response to the Russian military operation. If Aleppo does fall, then the rebels which the West are backing will also fall. Assad will have won a major victory and the tide will turn in his favour. But if there is one thing the West, the USA and the UK don't want is Assad in power with Russia based there as well. We know that the King of the South will push at the King of the North, Gog. When that happens, the King of the North, Russia, will come down like a storm. See Ezekiel chapter 38. Last week, more than 40 million Russians took part in 3 days of extensive drills to prepare for a nuclear war. This week, reports surfaced that Putin reportedly told officials to immediately fly relatives living abroad back to Russia. The call extended to relatives overseas and children, even if they are in the middle of the school year. Soaring tensions between the United States and Russia have brought the world to a dangerous point. The world is indeed at a dangerous point. The 6 years war in Syria have brought the superpowers to the very brink of war. Syria, of course, is home to the ancient king of the north. When Syria comes to an end, Russia will become the new king of the north. Verbal jousting between the US, Britain and Russia over the issue of the ongoing bombardment of civilians in Syria are reaching a peak, with the very real possibility of genuine armed conflict between the nations taking place over the city of Aleppo. Some believe that Russia is pretending to gear up for a nuclear war to stop the US going further in Syria. It may be a pretense, however, with the Bible in hand, we know that, pretense or not, Russia will invade the Middle East and come down into Israel. When they come down, it will be with fearsome destruction. The prophet Joel in chapter 2 speaks of the time Russia invades. It says in front of the army it will look like the Garden of Eden. Once they have swept over, it will look like a desolate wilderness. Nuclear or not, Russia is gearing up for war like never before.